how do we taste? I mean, what is in our mouths that allows us to taste all of the incredible and horrible flavours of food and drink? Hey, so in this video we're going to be chatting about taste. Now I've actually made two videos on this because there are two really important factors of taste. The first one is to do with our tongues and the second one is to do with our smell. Now let's chat about our tongues. So you may have actually already heard of taste buds. Now these are what recognise flavours and our tongues are pretty much covered in them. In fact there's like up to 10,000 on our tongues, which is a lot. So if you feel your tongue, you can actually feel some bumps and the taste buds are nestled in between the bumps like you can see in this diagram. So as you can see here, each taste bud is basically made up of a collection of taste cells, like the little guys in there. At the top end, the cells have like tiny sensitive hairs, and then at the other end, they're connected to nerves. So at the very top of the taste bud, there's a gap, and this is where the food molecules enter. So what basically happens is that when you eat something like a tomato, parts of the tomato molecules like enter the gap, and then they attach onto the tiny sensitive hairs at the top of the taste bud. And then the hairs react by stimulating the cells. So imagine you've got like Bob and Jeff, the cells, and then they basically get really excited because the hairs have woken them up, and then they pass on their excitement to the nerve, and then it's the nerve's job to basically be like, wait, we've got a signal here, and then they pass on their signal all the way to the brain. So it's kind of like a signal pathway that's going from the taste bud through to the nerve and then all the way to our brains, and then that allows us to recognise the flavour. So our tongues are pretty important when it comes to taste, and what's quite interesting is that the number of taste buds that you have changes throughout your lifetime. So that means the intensity of flavour changes. So this kind of explains why when you were younger you might have hated certain foods and then you suddenly like them when you're older.